Showing versus telling is actually the wrong debate. Think about it. Showing versus telling is one of the most misunderstood and honestly probably damaging pieces of writing advice out there, even though I have a video on showing versus telling because it is very, very important. But if you've ever rewritten a perfectly good sentence because someone told you, never tell, this video is definitely for you. Because the real issue isn't showing versus telling, it's knowing when your reader needs to be immersed and when they need clarity. Two very different things. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Bourbon and Books. I'm Melissa Bourbon. Yes, that is my real name. I'm a multi-bestselling author, writing coach, teacher, Pinterest enthusiast, and a believer in paying it forward. So before we dig in, please like this video, subscribe to this channel. It takes a village, and that is us together, a village. All right, here's the problem with the way this advice of showing versus telling is usually framed. It turns the tool of showing into a rule. And rules like this make writers second guess themselves instead of writing with intention. The real question isn't, am I showing or telling? The real question is, am I helping my reader stay emotionally oriented in this moment? Or am I losing them? Because both showing and telling can work beautifully depending upon the situation. Both can also fail if they're used in the wrong place in your story. Let me give you an example, because I'm sure you're going, what? She was terrified. That is telling. Yes, you could rewrite it to say something like her hands shook, her pulse thundered in her ears, the room felt too small. That is definitely showing. But here's the thing to consider. If this moment comes after a high action scene or between two intense beats, or right before a shift in time or location, that single line of telling can actually anchor the reader emotionally instead of pulling them out of the story. Telling, when it's used well, can say to the reader, here's how to read this moment. Stay with me here. So if you're strategic with it, it serves a purpose. Let's talk about that. When telling serves the story. Telling becomes a problem only when it replaces emotional engagement instead of supporting it. In other words, telling instead of seeing is flat. Telling inside a scene is often necessary, especially when time is passing quickly. The emotional beat is already established. The reader needs orientation, not immersion in this particular moment. You're transitioning between scenes or states of mind. So here's the reframe I would love for you to remember. Readers don't disengage because of telling. They disengage because they feel lost. If your reader doesn't understand where they are, what just changed, how the character feels now, then no amount of beautiful showing is going to save that scene. Sometimes telling is the most generous thing you can do for your reader to ground them, to make sure that they're not lost, to make sure that they are with you. How do you decide what to use, showing versus telling? Here's a simple way that I like to use to decide, and this is something I use constantly in my revision process particularly. Ask yourself one question. I'm all about the one questions. Does this moment need immersion or orientation? Showing immerses. It slows time, deepens sensation, pulls the reader into the body. Telling orients. It clarifies, it grounds. It helps the reader track emotional meaning. Both are really valid and both are very necessary. So ask yourself that question and go from there. Now, here is a micro exercise I have for you. Take one paragraph from your current draft and ask yourself, what is the job of this paragraph? And then try this. Write this paragraph fully shown, like show all of the details. Sensory, sensory, sensory. And then next, write it again with one or two intentional telling lines added. Which version reads clearer? Which one keeps momentum? Which one feels more confident? And then that's your answer. There is not a rule that you must do things a certain way. These are guidelines, and you want to take these guidelines and apply them to your own writing and see how they work. Strong storytelling isn't about following rigid rules. It is about making really conscious choices that serve the reader's experience. Showing versus telling, they're not enemies. It doesn't have to be either or. consider them partners. They really do work together. It's not one or the other. They're not mutually exclusive. This idea connects really directly to my video, What Readers Actually Buy and That Writers Get Wrong, because clarity and emotional orientation matter just as much in marketing as they do on the page. It is true. So watch this video next. It is up here on the screen, because when you stop writing to avoid mistakes and start writing with intention, believe me, everything changes. And that is true in your story and in marketing. All right, that's it. I will see you next Craft Thursday. Happy writing.
You need to keep working just to get it though. I know she carried your whole world.